February is here. I felt January it dragged on a little bit, but it was actually a good month. I cannot believe how fast February is flying by. Today is February the 14th. We're pretty much in the middle of the month. We do have one extra day for the leap year, and I just have a feeling the rest of this month is going to fly by. And I did switch out my winter wonderland to some Valentine decor, and I was really excited about it. I think I had shared with you during January picking up a couple of pieces. So I picked up this tiered tray at Walmart. I picked up a couple of little packs that they had, like the February 14th, the little love beads and the hearts. I got a couple of things at the Dollarama. And then I also had a couple of candles that I had from Bath and Body Works that I just put out. And this is something my son made me when he was in grade school. And it's so nice to pull this out every year, and just something that is so meaningful and you just treasure it. And I wish I had more of these little things. And I kept the same table runner on. I'm really happy with it. And then that was just a little gnome that I had picked up at Walmart. I thought it was really cute. And then when I went into Winners one time, I saw this blanket and I knew it would be perfect on this bench. I think I shared with you that I picked up the 3-pack of pillows. And I think this is just a simple little, pop of color for Valentine's Day. And of course, we love Charlie Brown anything. We're still sticking with the blue, and Linus is loving the blanket, so is Hunter. I didn't want to switch everything for red. I hope that you enjoyed a little tour of my Valentine decor this year, and I posted on my community tab on YouTube this new mug that I purchased with a Charlie Brown getting a great big hug from Snoopy. I honestly, when I walked into the store and I saw the mug, I instantly thought of our beagle, Charlie, our first family dog, and he was the best dog ever. And, I didn't care that it was Ray done and I wasn't looking to collect anything. I think that's one of the things that I've shared with my journey of home decor, is about something bringing me joy or feeling special, or something that I will definitely treasure bringing it out year after year. The Valentine stuff this year is all pretty new, some dollar store stuff, Walmart, a couple of things from Winners, and I'm really enjoying it. And this mug will be packed away, but it's something I know that I'm going to treasure bringing out every year, because I miss Charlie so much, and I think that's really what this mug was about, was just kind of giving him a hug. And for the past 2 weeks, every time I drink from it, I feel like Charlie's kind of here, and it feels special. But if I kept it out all year, I don't know how I would feel, but I think it's something special just kind of for Valentine's Day. And even my husband's like, oh my goodness, he goes, that is sweet. So I just wanted to share a little bit with you. I've had that little jar that my son made me for years, and it's just nice to have a little bit of the decor. And January was definitely beautiful to have all of the blue and everything, and now just a little bit of red for Valentine's Day. And you know what? It's so funny because, part of this sharing this journey and, thinking over things and, what to keep, what to buy, just for everything to bring in your home. And, I was reflecting about it because it's Valentine's Day. My husband is home every Valentine's Day now that he's retired from the military. And there's lots of years that he was away, and over the years there was lots of holidays that he was away for, whether it's Valentine's Day, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, all of the different changing of the seasons. And we were very grateful that the one holiday that he was never away for was Christmas. But I think over the years, I realized that, decorating for the holidays was kind of like filling a void, and also making it very child-friendly too, involving the kids. And I think, the different colors, sometimes the, plush little stuffies and stuff, I like those too because they're easy to pack up and you don't have to worry about them breaking. So I think, as I reflect over all of the years, and as I hang on to things, and as I say goodbye to things, you just kind of like I just take a little bit of time to reflect and think about everything. And that was one of the things about Valentine's Day. I just said, honey, no, I don't need flowers, I don't need anything, and he's like, yeah, we'll do something special another day when we have time for it. And yeah, it feels really good. So I just wanted to share that with all of you. And the beginning of February, there was a week where my mom had a lot of appointments and I knew it was going to be a really, really busy week. And I had planned for it. I had HelloFresh. I had stuff in the freezer that I was able to pull from for breakfast and, helping, whatever I needed. I pulled from my pantry. I pulled from my, fridge, all the stuff that I had kind of stocked up on, and I was ready for it. So the second week of February, I didn't have a lot going on that week, and I was really looking forward to getting into the kitchen, replenishing a lot of things that I had used. I wanted to make some stuff from scratch. I really wanted to make some bread and work on perfecting, a recipe. And there was a lot of follow-ups and things that I needed to be there for after all of those appointments. And it was a rough week because I wasn't organized, and I had kind of a rough week because I didn't really plan my meals. I grabbed a couple of things that weren't the greatest choices because it was just convenient and easy. I didn't have anything for breakfast, and I just was tired. I didn't feel good. And, thankfully everything is back to normal. Everything is good. And I just need to get back on track with everything. And that's one of the things too is, I'm trying to focus with more of content from my kitchen. And I think most importantly, what I've been trying to do the past couple of weeks is really, trying to eat my meals, trying not to snack, trying to make better choices and all of that. And I think that's one of the things too is when you want to make more stuff from scratch, you need to be a little bit organized. You need to have a little bit of, stuff in your freezer or, stuff that's very quick and easy to kind of pull together and make. And I'm definitely hoping to share more of that in the next couple of videos, but I just thought I'd come on here and just get into the kitchen. We have a HelloFresh meal tonight. I'm very thankful for that, and I thought I'd just chat my way through making dinner and sharing a little bit of our evening and just updating a little bit of my journey with all of you. So meet me over in the kitchen and see what's for Valentine's Day dinner. I was very thankful to have HelloFresh last week. I picked up my meals really good that it satisfied everybody. And this week I have it again because I had a coupon code and I picked this dinner out for Valentine's Day. Originally I was going to pick out steak and I'm like, well, we had pancakes the night before and I really wanted to make a nice dinner for the three of us. So usually I get 5 dinners of 2. So I got 2 of this. So this is going to serve 4 people. And this is all I do. I dump everything out. I kind of, put everything together. I get my pots and everything ready. I also took off some cranberry bliss bars. I still have some left from Christmas, so hubby and I will have a nice dessert. I wanted to do some stuff today, but I just wasn't able to. Hubby came home from lunch. I have some dishes and that to clean up. We had leftover pancakes from the night before, and I made some scrambled eggs. Quick, easy lunch. It was very satisfying. It's kept me full until dinner, and quick, easy cleanup. And it was really nice just for hubby and I to have a lunch date. Now, I still have a couple of coupon codes left, but I'm kind of like bored with the HelloFresh. I like it, but I'm finding some weeks the recipes are a little bit lacking, or we've had them a lot, or I'm just like really not crazy about all of the choices. And some weeks there's like 5, 6, 7 different recipes that I want to try. So that's, like I've said in the video there, I talk about the good and the bad. Some weeks they're really, really great. Other weeks it's not, but I want to get back to cooking too and getting creative. But this is a vegetarian dish. It uses ricotta, which is something I don't normally cook with. So you add the garlic, salt, and then a little bit of the crushed red peppers. And then I'm just, reading the instructions, and then I'm having the pasta. I'm going to add in here once the water is boiling. And then I'm just going to go ahead and open up my can of 2 cans of crushed tomatoes with onion and garlic. Just waiting for my pan to get hot, and it's already after 5 o'clock, and I'm trying to get this dinner ready for 5:30. That's one of the things is I just dump everything. Everything is measured out. So I'm putting a little bit of olive oil, and I'm still waiting for the pan to get hot, just checking the recipe. And then I was like, you know what? I got a couple of minutes. Let's just clean everything up from the sink. And that's one thing that I try and do. Is some days I love cooking, I'm on top of it, and other nights it's a chore. It's not something that I enjoy doing every night, and I can always tell those nights because that is when my kitchen is a mess. But when I am really into it, I'm excited about the recipe, I find I want to clean up as I go and just sit down and enjoy, watching the news, whatever else we have going on that night, not worrying about having to clean up the kitchen. So I add in my onion and then my pasta, and I'm setting the timer for 12 minutes. I have the broil on because the pan is supposed to go into the oven. So I'm using my cast iron enamel covered Dutch or frying pan or whatever here. And every week that I get this, it comes with fresh garlic, but I prefer to use the jar because I find it's more convenient. I find when I get the smell of garlic on my hands, I don't love it. And then I had extra spices, so I have a little basket up in my cupboard where I put all of the extras and everything. And I think that's one of the things too, is I really love these recipes because obviously they're simple, fresh ingredients, not a lot of extra stuff. Like these are just crushed tomatoes. And, I'm using like the Rayo's marinara. Like this, I can make simple Alfredo sauces without having used the jarred sauce, just by using cream and a little bit of the pasta water. That is one thing I find in these recipes where it says to like reserve some of the potato or pasta water to kind of thicken and thin out a sauce a little bit. So it's just something that I find when I go to make a dinner, I don't need as many ingredients as I think I need. And I think by using this delivery service, it's just reminding me about how you can take simple ingredients and make really delicious dinners. So I'm just rinsing out my recycling. I'm going to wash this pan. It has to be washed by hand. And I think that's part of the thing too about what I'm bringing into my home is simple ingredients where I can make nice meals from scratch, whether it be spaghetti sauce or chili like I shared with you, or baking muffins, banana bread. And I had the fresh parsley. I got that chopped off, and I'm just taking the spinach. I'm just dumping it out. It's the exact amount for this recipe. None of it's going to go to waste. I'm just roughly chopping it. The cheese is already shredded, and then I'm getting my colander out for the pasta too. So the sauce smells amazing, and even my husband is like, ooh, it smells really, really good. And I just took the half a cup of the pasta water, and the tomatoes are really thick, but you can smell the onion and the garlic. And then, I didn't really add any other spices to this. I'm going to add in the parsley into this too. I know you're supposed to sprinkle it, but I kind of wanted to add it into the tomatoes just to get a little bit more flavor. And this was something that I really, really enjoy, is just taking the simple ingredients, adding a little bit of salt and pepper. I put garlic, salt, and some red pepper flakes in the ricotta, which is something I normally don't do. Usually ricotta was something I use for lasagna. I would also use it, I think so there's some desserts and all of that. But anyways, I am going to drain my pasta now and just stir everything up and just really enjoy the whole process of cooking. That's one of the things I enjoy on these nights where everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and I just want to be in the kitchen to make a really nice, delicious dinner for my little family. The recipe will be linked down below. You don't need any special ingredients for it. It's just really simple, but it was really, really good. And I'm just going to finish it. I'm going to take the mozzarella cheese, sprinkle it on top, and then the last thing you do is put the ricotta on top. And I was kind of excited about it because it's something I don't normally use. And then, it goes into the oven on broil to kind of, bubble and up and everything. And this was a little bit longer than I thought. And that's one of the things that's really great with our son now is I have dinner for 5:30 and I'm just like, okay, it's going to be a little bit later. I just changed the timing and he adapts really well to it, which just makes for a really, relaxing, easy dinner time. Like there's no stress and everything involved. I love it. So I have the bowls and everything out, and I'm not going to lie, I was actually a little bit disappointed with my broiler and my oven. I think it could have stayed in longer, but I had already changed the time once, and I think I could have kept it in a little bit longer because it needed to cool down. So 5:33, and I just wanted to clean up a little bit, take the recycling, the compost, and all of that, and then let the stuff sit. Plus I've been loading everything up, so the dishwasher is going to be done really early tonight, and then I'm going to spoon this up. This was really good. My husband and my son loved it. They inhaled it. It was really, really cheesy. I actually thought I would have preferred more of a tomato sauce. But anyways, that's 3 good portions, and then this is what is left over. So I definitely feel like for these kinds of dishes, it always would definitely serve for adults. So there's my kitchen. The dishwasher got emptied. I have this pot soaking, and I'm just going to take my scrub mummy one with the sponge here, and I'm going to clean that up after, and I'm excited about that. And then my husband has lunch for tomorrow in this container. He loves it. And then our son is going to have this for dinner tomorrow night because I'm making something that he doesn't like. So I am so thankful to have this. I found it really, really helps me. And there is little Hunter. He's having a stretch, and he is just like, you need any help, Mom? Anything you want me to clean up? And then this is our dinner for tomorrow night. Caramelized honey, garlic, turkey, and noodles. I've made this before. I absolutely love it, and it's so good. So anyways, the dishwasher was emptied. I put the few dishes in. Everything is cleaned up. I wanted to make muffins this afternoon, but I ran out of time. And I wanted to make bread, but I ended up picking up a loaf of bread last week. Super Bowl weekend, we had a lot of indulgences and that, but we're going to have toast in the morning. My husband and I are going to have bananas, and thankfully I still have some raspberries left for my son, and this was really good. My husband liked it. I think this might be something to make on Valentine's Day or even at Christmas. So thanks for watching, everybody. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and we had a pretty quiet evening. We're definitely following the news with everything that happened in Kansas City and thinking of everybody there.